Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dana Bashar, pro number 19. Today I'm going to present my presentation to Dr. Hamad, and this is the part 2 of my presentation, and topic is heroin. Basically, these are the contents that I have explained in presentation part 1 that is also available on YouTube channel. Let's start the part 2 of the presentation. Structure of heroin. It consists of a hexagonal ring with various functional group attached, acetyl group and then methyl group. There are two types of groups that are attached to ring, carbon ring. First one is acetyl group that is attached to 6 and 3 position of carbon ring, and the other one is methyl group that is attached to the position of 7 and 8. At position 2, there is an oxygen atom attached to the one of that carbon, and here the picture of a structure of heroin which show that there are two acetyl groups that are attached to carbon 6 and 3, and then there is a methyl group that is attached to the position of 7 and 8. Then synthesis of heroin. How can we synthesize heroin? Heroin is produced by direct acetylation of morphine, and morphine is converted into heroin. The only chemical needed to produce heroin are calcium hydroxide and a pH modifier and acylating agent. As picture shown, in the presence of excess acylated anhydride and heat, the 6 and 3 hydroxyl groups of morphine are acetylated, yielding heroin. Then the raw material that are used in the heroin productions are three types. The first one is opium poppy, and the second one is morphine, and third one is are the chemicals. Opium poppy, the first raw material that is used in heroin production. The primary raw material used in the production of heroin is the opium poppy. Opium is extracted from the latex sap of the poppy plant, which contains several alkaloids containing morphine, and the other one is morphine. This is the most important raw material that is used in the production and synthesis of heroin. Morphine is the key intermediate component or compound used to produce heroin. Opium is the procedure to extract morphine through various techniques such as extraction and purification. Extraction is the process in which we extract products from different plants or other things, and purification is the process that assure that the product is purified. And chemicals that are used in heroin productions are basically acetic anhydride, hydrochloric acid, and sodium carbonate. Acetic anhydride is a critical reagent used in the acetylation process to transfer morphine into heroin. Then we discuss the metabolism of heroin. Hydrolytic reactions catalyzed by serum in the plasma and the liver, brain, and other tissues. And there are basically three types of reactions that involve in the metabolism of heroin. The first one is hydrolytic reaction. The second one is a synthetic reaction, and the further one is the oxidative reactions. Hydrolytic reactions basically catalyze the plasma and the carbohydrates in the liver, brain, and other tissues, and then synthetic reactions mainly occur in liver and to a lesser extent sulfation. Oxidative reactions, minor metabolites, the transfer rates of heroin and its metabolites across the blood-brain barrier mostly depends on their lipophthalcy, which decrease at each metabolic step. And then heroin 6 monoacetyl morphine is converted into morphine, then morphine is converted into morphine 6 glucuronide. Then we discuss about the metabolism of heroin, and there are different structures that showing how can morphine is changes from one form to another form. In fact, of heroin, we in this slide we basically discuss how heroin affects our body, brain, liver, and different body parts. Once heroin enters the brain, it converts to the morphine and binds rapidly to opioid receptors. Repeat feeling a surge of pleasurable sensation, a rush. The intensity of rush is a function of how much drug is taken and how rapidly the drug enters the brain and binds to the opioid receptors. With heroin, the rush is usually accompanied by a warm flushing of skin, dry mouth, and heavy feelings, nausea, vomiting, and itching. After the initial effects, users usually will be dosary for several words. Mental function is loaded, heart function slow, and breathing is also slowed. Sometimes even life-threatening thoughts are coming in the mind. Slow breathing can also be lead to coma and prevent and permanent brain damage. The picture shows how heroin affects our body. How heroin acts as a powerful painkiller by converting the morphine once it enters the body. Then it goes then on the block opioid receptors in the brain and out the body, which is what makes it such a strong reducer. However, the same antidotes that make morphine such as effective pain reliever are some of the same reasons why heroin is so addictive. That's the part two of presentation, and thank you.